With San Diego Comic-Con 2023 officially in the books, today we're going to be talking about the hottest items from the con and see how they're trending almost a month since they hit the marketplace. Here we go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So San Diego Comic-Con 2023 was definitely not your ordinary con here in the Funko community. There was a lot of ups, there was also some downs, but overall it was a good San Diego Comic-Con, and I think that there was a lot of cool items that came out from Funko, and today we're going to be talking about some of the hottest, most limited, and most desired pieces and see how they're trending in value about a month since they dropped and hit the marketplace. So let's get right into it. The first item, of course, without a doubt, the one that a lot of people are still searching for is the Fairly Odd Parents 3-pack. An absolute beautiful piece, the first one of its kind, and you actually get all three characters with Timmy, Cosmo, and Wanda. Now, there was some controversy with this one, of course, with it being exclusive to Meijer and not Walmart like we originally thought it was going to happen, and Meijer, for whatever reason, did not get all their stock at certain stores, but now finally it seems like a consistent stock is showing up at multiple locations. This beautiful 3-pack for the con sticker, as of right now, is currently trending for $290. However, the highest recorded sale for this specific stickered version of this pop was $800. So we are about a month out from the con, and it has already come down by $500 in price. Now for the shared sticker, that's a completely different story. The shared sticker version 1 is the one that you can find in stores. You didn't have to travel all the way to San Diego Comic-Con to get that specific version. That one is currently trending for $105. It did have some high sales in the neighborhood of $250 to $300 when it first hit the marketplace, but it is coming down, and it is coming down pretty fast. As of today, there's actually been some sales in the $75 to $80 range. As I predict, I think that will continue to go downward a little bit as more and more Meijer stores in the middle of the United States get their stock. And now moving over to the other 3-pack that was highly desired by many collectors, including us. However, even though this one was limited to 1,000 pieces, I think a lot of collectors are actually more excited for the Fairly Odd Parents 3-pack. Nonetheless, this beautiful Diamond Edition 3-pack of the Powerpuff Girls was limited to only 1,000 pieces, and you could only get this specific item if you travel to San Diego Comic-Con and waited in line at the booth. There is no shared sticker version of this one. There is no version that's exclusive to a store. It was a con event only piece. And it's currently trending for $390, with the highest sale being $500. And to be honest, I thought this one was going to sell for easily over $1,000 right out of the gate. So it just shows you that piece count is not always everything when it comes to what people want for their collections. This is a beautiful pop though, and I really don't see it dipping below $250 in the long run unless Funko does a Funko thing, and they might come out with a regular non-diamond version of this 3-pack. I really hope they don't. I hope they keep this 3-pack special and individually exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con 2023, but we'll see what happens in the future. This is a gorgeous one, and one that I'm really hoping we can secure for our collection soon. So now we're going to be talking about some of the hottest and most desired Freddy Funko items from this year's San Diego Comic-Con and Fun Days. Now, pretty much everybody watching probably knows about all of the drama that occurred with the Fun Days event. There were unfortunately some mishaps, huge mistake by Funko, and there was a stickering error with some of the Freddy Funko Pops. I'll be curious to see what comes of that in the coming weeks as they are in the process of trying to rectify that situation, and I give Funko credit for at least trying to do something. Now, the first Freddy that we're going to be talking about is one that I desperately hope I can secure at some point for my personal Star Wars collection. There were two versions of this Freddy, but we're going to start out by talking about the 600-piece regular Freddy Funko as Anakin. This one is so freaking cool. You got the Clone Wars style mold of Anakin, and it is currently trending for $770 with its highest recorded sale at $905. Now, unfortunately, I don't see this one coming down too much, especially in the near future, because Hayden Christensen has already recorded lines for the upcoming Ahsoka series, which is coming out in less than a week over on Disney+. It's unconfirmed if we will actually be seeing him in physical form or if he's just lending his voice to maybe a flashback or some sort of Force Ghost scene. But nonetheless, Anakin will be in the Ahsoka series in some form. Now moving on to the very limited, highly sought after, heavily desired 250-piece holographic Freddy as Anakin. Man, who would have thought that we would have seen a holographic Freddy Star Wars pop in our collecting careers? It's absolutely amazing. And this one has a pretty hefty price tag, and it's currently clocking in at $3,730 with its highest recorded sale of $4,250. And I did see some sales in the early days, right after Fun Days, of even higher in the $5,000 to $6,000 range. So $3,730 is no flippin' joke. But with this one being so limited, very desired by both Freddy collectors and Star Wars collectors, I don't see this one coming down at all for the most part in the coming years. Hopefully I'm wrong and I'll be able to secure one for my collection, but let's move on to the next Freddy. So now we're going to be shifting gears from Star Wars over to the Marvel side of things, and we actually got several Marvel Freddys for this year's con in the form of pops and sodas. And the specific Freddy pop that we're going to be focusing on actually has two different versions, just like the Freddy Anakin. So Wolverine has actually been pretty popular and a Freddy that a lot of people have wanted. Now, like I said, they made two versions. The brown suit version was clocking in at 850 pieces. Once again, you could only get this one if you went to the Fun Days event in San Diego, California. And this one is currently trending for $550 with its highest recorded sale of $610. So this one has not depreciated by very much, and I have a theory as to why, which we'll get to in just a second. The second and more limited, very desired version of Freddy as Wolverine, the yellow suit version, is limited to only 250 pieces and currently has a value of $2,000 with its highest recorded sale of $2,200. So once again, this Freddy has not come down very much from its highest recorded sale. Now, the reason I think this one is heavily desired is because Wolverine has been in the news quite a bit lately, as we do know that Hugh Jackman is returning to the role in Deadpool 3, which will be the first Deadpool movie officially in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that is due to come out at some point either next year or early 2025, as Marvel is currently right now shaking up their release schedule for the next few years. So I don't see Wolverine coming down too much in price. I could see the 850-piece brown suit coming down a little bit, but with that yellow suit version being so limited, that one is definitely going to carry a hefty price tag well into the thousands for probably its entire lifespan. So now shifting gears from Marvel to Stranger Things, we actually got one of the most limited Freddy releases that we've gotten in almost a decade, with Freddy as Hopper, the glow-in-the-dark version, limited to only 100 pieces. And this pop, when it was revealed, when people were starting to pull it in their boxes at Fun Days, this one sent the community into a full-on frenzy. It has been so long since we've seen a 100-piece pop in general, let alone a con exclusive in the form of a Freddy Funko. Now, Hopper is no stranger when it comes to very limited pieces. There was that very limited all gold version of Hopper, which I believe they released in 2019 San Diego Comic-Con. So for whatever reason, they really like to use Hopper when it comes to very, very limited Funko Pops. Now, Stranger Things is very popular, so as you can imagine, there were a lot of people very nervous and very scared that they were going to have to shell out thousands of dollars for this specific pop. Well, I hate to break it to you, you are going to have to shell out thousands of dollars if you want this specific version. However, there were some other versions thanks to the sticker error in the form of a 2,000-piece version and the 250-piece version. Those were the non-glow versions, and those are worth significantly less than this 100-piece glow-in-the-dark version, which is currently clocking in at $2,280. Which sounds like a lot, and it is a lot by any means, no stretch of the imagination. That is a lot of money. However, its highest recorded sale was $3,000, so it's actually depreciated by almost 33%, and I think it's a direct result of that error with this specific Freddy version. I'll be curious to see how expensive this one gets in the coming years, because as very limited Funko Pops disappear from the marketplace, you also have to factor in damage from the mail service, unfortunately, over the years. So this one is probably going to be a $10,000 to $15,000 pop within the next few years, especially with next year's Stranger Things season being the last and final one. So now we're going to be moving from Stranger Things and talking about Scooby-Doo. And I gotta credit Funko. I think overall they did a very good job this year covering a lot of different IPs with the Freddy Funko. So kudos to them for doing that. Now the specific Shaggy Pop that I want to talk about is the Blacklight version. They actually came out with 3 versions of Freddy Funko as Shaggy, but without a doubt the one that people are going after is the Blacklight one. It was limited to 750 pieces, currently trending for $250, and its highest recorded sale is $305. Now, unlike the Hopper Freddy, the Shaggy Freddy was not an error. They made 3 different versions, all have their appropriate piece counts. One is regular, one is flocked, and one is blacklight. And I actually see this blacklight Shaggy Freddy being the sleeper of the con. I think this one is going to quietly rise in value over the next few years because 1, Scooby-Doo is incredibly popular, and number 2, they did not overdo it with the blacklight items this year for the con. Last year for 2022 was the Blacklight Battle Fun Days, and there was a whole bunch of blacklight stuff, and some of it is pretty cheap. You can get it for pretty low prices. But this year, they did not overdo it at all with the blacklight. And like I said, I think this one is going to be a sleeper. I think it's going to be rising over the next few years. However, if you just want to go grab the regular version or the flocked version, both of those are sitting at very reasonable prices. And now we're going to be taking a break from talking about Freddy for just a moment, and we're going to continue to talk about blacklight. So at the end of Fun Days, they actually gave away one more item, and they gave away a different version of that item to each of the 4 teams at the event. This item, of course, was in the form of a 6-inch Bigfoot. There were 4 versions of this Bigfoot. However, one of them is far more desired than the other 3, and that one happens to be the Blacklight Bigfoot. Now, overall, I don't think this one looks particularly good. I think the orange face kind of looks weird, but I do, applaud Funko for making these Bigfoot 6-inch pops. I think that's very appropriate for the backstory and, the actual character itself of Bigfoot. Now, interestingly enough, this Blacklight Bigfoot, all of them were limited to 850 pieces, but the Blacklight version is currently trending for $200. Now, it has come down a little bit as its first recorded sale, or highest recorded sale, was $350. So it has come down by a little bit. The other ones have come down significantly, and they're far cheaper than this one. So clearly people are going after the blacklight version of Bigfoot the most out of the 4 that they've released. And the last and final highly desired item that we're going to be talking about for today's video is a soda, and this one is one that I really want to get at some point in the near future. This is the Freddy Funko as Darth Vader soda, limited to 1,000 pieces. I really like this one. I think it looks awesome. However, this one does not have a chase, and I think that has a direct impact as to why. This one is coming down by a lot. I think Funko missed a huge opportunity by not giving this specific soda a holographic Freddy Vader chase. Come on, how cool would that have been? Especially since at this same con, we got a 3-liter Vader soda, and that one does have a holographic chase. So we really could have continued the trend of a holographic chase, especially with the Freddy Anakin as holographic, but I digress. As of right now, the Freddy Vader soda is currently going from anywhere to $160 to $180. There's a little bit variation in price. Whether you want to buy the soda opened or sealed really doesn't matter because there's no chase. Like I said, the highest recorded sale for this specific Freddy soda was around $350 on the first night of Fun Days. So this one has come down by about 50%, and I actually foresee this one and a lot of the other Freddy sodas continuing to depreciate by a lot. Most of the Freddy sodas, with the exception of one, did not have chases, which I really think hurts the value of a soda in the long run. People want chases, especially soda collectors. It adds that extra level of fun with this specific product, and I really think Funko missed the mark with not giving us chases for these Freddy sodas. But guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think of all these trending prices for all these items about a month out from the con now. Some of these are a little surprising in terms of how much they've depreciated, but also I'm actually pretty surprised at how well some of these are holding their value, considering that there was a lot of stuff that was dropped on the market. It's really tough to collect everything you want, and you got to be patient in the long run if you do want to get that specific item you're dying to have for your collection. I have one more huge announcement, so if you stayed to this point in the video, you are going to be well rewarded, because if you guys haven't had a chance to pick up a Fairly Odd Parents 3-pack yet, we actually just announced that we are giving this one away over on our Instagram. So if you go over to our Instagram page, same name, Slapshotpops, make sure to enter in our giveaway, because we are giving away this currently $105 pop away to one lucky person here in the community. So don't miss out on that. Somebody was kind enough to send us an extra one because they wanted to make sure that we got it for our collection. So we are incredibly grateful to them, but we have no reason to keep two. We want to, share in the excitement of this specific pop by giving it back to somebody out there in the community. So make sure you guys are following us over on Instagram. Follow the rules so you can get your entry in properly and you're not disqualified from the giveaway when we pull the winner this Monday afternoon. So that's going to do it, guys. Make sure to smash that subscribe button on your way out. And as always, don't stop shooting until you score.